And who truly loves me. Intimacy.
If your boyfriend is a foreigner, with your family, do you think you are beautiful?
Oh, I need to be confident about that. Yes, of course, I think I'm beautiful. I have a 5'5" height. I have a Chinese blood. I'm a model, of course. So yeah, I think I'm beautiful. Do you think I'm beautiful?
If you rate your looks from 1 to 10, what number are you?
If I were to rate myself from 1 to 10, I'd be maybe a 7 or an 8.
What part of your body do you think is the most attractive?
A lot of people tell me that the part of my body that's most attractive is my lower body, which is my hips, because I have big hips. The size of my hips is 40 and a half, and my waistline is like 26. So that's really a curvy body.
Thank you. What monthly income do you think is already high?
Monthly income that I think is high. I think for my lifestyle, since I'm not a materialistic kind of girl, I don't spend much on myself. So I think around 70 to 80,000. It's already high.
How much savings do you think someone needs to be considered rich?
Ooh, again, it depends on their lifestyle. But yeah, for someone to be considered rich, I think they need to have at least a million. Yeah, especially on emergency funds. You never really get to know, especially when you get sick. That's why you need at least a million.
How much savings do you have?
Oh, how much savings do I have? I think I have around 100K. Yeah.
Do young women in the Philippines usually wear a bra at home with family?
Oh, in the Philippines, no. Filipinas don't usually wear bra at home unless there is a guy in the house, or especially when it's just a friends or no family. No, we don't usually wear bra.
How about in your case?
In my case, yeah, I don't usually wear bra when I'm at home unless there's a friend or someone or a visitor. Yeah, it's just me and my mom and my son at home. So yeah, I don't need to wear.
How about if your father or brother is there?
Yeah, no, I still don't usually wear. That's for my preference, and I think that's for a lot of the preference here in the Filipinas. But we also do usually wear like sports bras, just sports bras. We want to be comfortable here in the Philippines since it's hot here in the Philippines. How about
Male cousin.
a male cousin? Of course, other than the immediate family, if there are someone who visits our house, yeah, we are gonna need to wear bra. But it depends. There are people who don't wear bra even if their male cousin is there. But for me, if it's not my immediate family, then I am going to wear a bra.
Which boyfriend would you choose? A rich man who is good at his job, or a handsome man with an average salary?
Oh, a rich man who's good at his job. Again, it's because it shows how hardworking he is. Because nobody gets rich enough if he doesn't work hard about it.
How many days do you need before kissing?
Oh, how many days do I need? I actually think I need like weeks. I'm not sure with the days, but I think around 3 weeks. That's 21 days, or maybe a month. Is that too long? Because here in the Philippines, we're kind of conservative, so we want to get to know the person really well because we easily get attached. I easily get attached to a person, so yeah, I think that's why I need more days, almost a month maybe.
How about intimacy?
I think it takes like around a couple more months for me because I don't want to give myself that easily to someone. Of course, again, at the end of the day, I want to reserve myself for someone who I truly love and who truly loves me. Intimacy.
How did you meet ex-boyfriend?
Oh, how did I meet my ex? We were on a campaign for our former president. Yeah, we met in there. We were under the same campaign. We helped during the election, so yeah, that's where we met.
So he is also model.
No, he's not. He's a businessman.
On the first date, did you already feel some interest in him as a man?
No, I'm afraid of him actually because I don't really get easily interested with a person unless I get to talk to him and stuff like that. So he was the one who always makes an effort to go to the house and get to know me. So that's where he got my attention.
When did you start to have interest to him?
When did I start getting interested in him? I started getting interested in him when he started visiting me at home. Since I'm very conservative, so he started visiting me at home for like on the fourth time he visited me at home with my parents, of course.
Do you think Filipino couples who are dating but not married usually use condoms?
Yeah, I think. But considering the HIV cases and the reports right now, I don't think so. But yeah, there's a lack on sex education here in the Philippines. So I think that's why Filipinos don't tend to usually wear a condom. But depends, if they're well educated, then they do. But I don't think so. Most of the Filipinos, I don't think so.
How about you?
For me, like I said, the only man who got me was my ex-husband. So yeah, I had a son with him. So yeah, we didn't use any protection because I loved him and he truly loved me, and we got married. He was my first. So yeah, we didn't. But if in the future, it depends. Maybe if I truly love the guy, I never know if I have to use or not. But maybe I have to.
So before marriage, you didn't use it.
Before marriage, I've never been intimate with any guy. The only guy I've been intimate with is my ex-husband. So
Okay, so you had intimate after marriage.
yeah. So like I said, I'm very conservative, and I only want to give myself to the person I love, and the person who truly loves me.
Do you think men look better when they shave their face or when they have a beard?
Oh yeah, I love that question. I love men who knows how to shave. I love men with a clean face. Yeah, I love looking at them so much. So neat, so fresh.
Do you shave your upper lip and legs?
No, I don't, because I think if I shave them, they're gonna grow thicker. So yeah, I've never tried, and I have no plans in trying.
How about private area?
Yeah, of course.
How many times in a month do you shave?
I think it depends on the growth, but I think once a week. So that's 4 times a month. Or wax. Depends what's available.
So you use both.
Yeah, depends on my vacant time. Whichever is convenient.
Do you think it's possible for you to fall in love with a man in his 40s?
Yeah, why not? It actually really depends on. My ex-husband is actually 43 years old. He's quite older than me. And I'm 28 years old. So yeah, again, at the end of the day, for me, it depends on the character, personality, and intelligence. Age doesn't matter.
He has child.
No, he doesn't have a child. His only child is our son.
How about 50s?
Yeah, again, it's okay. Age doesn't really matter for me as long as, of course, he knows how to take good care of himself physically. Yeah, his overall health. Age doesn't matter because at the end of the day, I'm willing to take care of the person. But if he doesn't know how to take care and discipline himself with his health, then no, I'm not up for that. You need to be responsible with your age.
How about 60?
60, nah, I think that's a no for me already.
How many times per week do you want intimacy with your future husband?
Oh, how many times a week? I'd say maybe three, 3 times. It depends. It actually depends. For my experience, it comes naturally. You don't actually demand for it. You're not actually like. It depends. If you feel like doing it with your husband every day, then you can actually do it. If you both are really into that deep kind of intimacy.
What gift would make you happiest to receive from a guy who is courting you?
What gift? Okay. I haven't really thought about that since I'm not a materialistic person. But I accept any gift as long as it's genuine. They give it to me genuinely. They won't use it as a leverage, like tell me, oh, I gave you that, I gave you this, and then you're gonna hurt me. I don't want to hear that. I want something that I feel really loved. So if they think a jewelry would show me that I am loved, then okay. If they think a love letter would show me that I am really loved, then that's really fine with me. Anything as long as it's given to me genuinely.
Do you sometimes watch sexy videos?
Oh no, I don't. But I do love watching romantic movies. And if there are sexy parts of that, then that's fine with me. But intentionally watching sexy videos, no, I don't.
When did you watch sexy video last time?
Oh, when was the last time I watched sexy videos? I think it was in a movie. I forgot the title of that movie, but
Except movies.
oh, except movies. I haven't really. I don't really watch. I don't intentionally watch sexy videos, so no.
So Filipina don't watch sexy video?
Actually, it's not about maybe the nationality. I think there are Filipinas. I have friends who actually watch sexy videos intentionally. But yeah, for Filipinas, generally speaking, I think most of them or most of us don't intentionally watch sexy videos since we are in a conservative kind of culture.
So only men.
Yeah. I guess so.
What do you like about Filipino people and what do you dislike?
Oh, Filipinos. Filipino men. One thing I don't like about them is they think that women should reciprocate the same level of providing, like 50-50. And sometimes when they provide, they tend to use it as a leverage to take advantage of the women. That's from my experience. So, like for example, when they give me something as a gift, they would, if arguments arise, they would say, or he would say, oh, I gave you this, I worked hard for this. So they're going to use it as a leverage when they're abusing me or they're taking advantage of me. I don't like that. I hate it. So that's why I wanted to try maybe, I don't know, if God would allow me to date a foreigner, then maybe I would know what real providing financially, emotionally, physically, what it truly means for me, a woman, without getting abused or taken advantage of.
If you won 100,000 pesos in the lottery, what would you use for?
Oh, if I were to win 100K in the lottery, I would say I would start up my own business. Of course, when I'm the kind of woman who wants to be financially responsible and who wants to be financially stable. And one thing to do that is to sustain 100,000 pesos by establishing my own business.
Except investing,
Oh.
if you need to have to
If
buy.
I want to spend it,
Yeah.
if I want to spend it, I'd probably go on a trip. I love collecting memories. I love going on trips, experiencing a lot of things because I was deprived of that in my life. So, yeah, I want to spend it on trips.
Where do you like to go?
Probably places where there are lots of adventures, where there are lots of activities like bungee jumping, zip lines, yeah, stuff like that.
Do you think it is common for women in the Philippines to touch themselves?
I'm not really sure about that, but I think no, because again, here in the Philippines, we have a very conservative kind of culture. So yeah, unless they're under the influence of, drugs or, alcohol.
How about in your case?
No, I tend to be a conservative kind of person. So, yeah.
So when did you touch last time by yourself?
That question, I'd like to take it personally, so I don't want to disclose any of that. It's for my partner to find out. Future partner, maybe.
If you are born again, would you choose to be a man or a woman?
If I were to be born again, I'd definitely still choose to be a woman because I still want to stay true to being an emotional person. And yeah, I think being a woman is beautiful. And I still want to have a son. Still want to have a child, bear a child. I think it's beautiful. So yeah.
What do you think a person should do to become rich?
What do you think? What I think a person should do to become rich? I think a person should know how to discipline himself and knows how to work hard and use knowledge wisely.
You become president of the Philippines. What is the first rule you make?
First rule I would make is, of course, here in the Philippines, stop corruption. I would start investigating from the LGUs, the corruption, the financial stability of the place, everything. I would want to cut first corruption. This corruption is like the termite that's going to slowly kill our country. So yeah, corruption is very common here in the Philippines. I guess you guys know the issues, but I don't want to elaborate. But yeah, it's corruption.
What do you think about one night relationship?
Oh, intimacy for one night. I guess it depends on the person if they're really in heat when they're really into that kind of intimacy for a night. But for me, it's a no-no for me. Again, I always want to reserve myself for the person I love and the person who truly loves me. So yeah, one night stand is a no-no for me. Or one night relationships rather, or intimacy is a no-no for me.
So, negative or positive for you?
It's a negative for me. I'm not really into it. I don't like it because I want to give myself only, exclusively. I want to reserve myself to the person I love and the person who loves me.
Have you ever experienced it?
No, I have never. Again, like I mentioned earlier, I only gave myself to my ex-husband. That's why we had a son, of course. So yeah, he was my first in everything. So that's why.
Do you wear a bikini at the beach?
Of course. Even if I do have hyperpigmentations and I do have a lot of flaws in my body, I still want to be confident about it because that's human anatomy, FYI. So yeah, I do wear a bikini and I think it's appropriate to wear bikinis at the beach because why wouldn't I?
If you wear a bikini, do you feel shy to wear a thong style?
Yes, I would. Most of my bikinis are like high-waisted and they're not really, very showy. And sometimes I do wear a shawl or scarf or something like that. I'd be ashamed if I'd wear a thong.
Have you ever kissed someone you didn't really love?
Have I ever kissed someone I didn't really love? No. 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 Most of my, my virtues or my principles as a woman, I want to be emotionally connected to the person first before physically getting intimate or
So you don't go to club?
No, I don't. I just recently, it's my first time actually this year to try to visit a club, try to go on clubs, but I don't drink. I don't have any vices. I don't drink. I don't party. I just go to the club because my friends go to those places, but I don't really drink with them. So most of the time, I'm the one who's taking care of them when they're in the club. But yeah, I don't drink and I don't have any vices. I enjoy going to the clubs maybe because of my friends. Yeah, spending time with them, but not really specifically inside the clubs.
In the Philippines, a girlfriend or her family has financial problems. Is it normal that the boyfriend gives support?
Oh, financially? Again, that's a pretty good question. For me, actually, it depends if it's genuine help from the guy, but it's wrong to oblige someone to help you, especially your partner. It's wrong to oblige them to help you financially. But if they are willing to help you genuinely, like they would like to offer help and insist it and stuff like that, then of course, because that's how give and take in a relationship works. So there's times when the girl would be 0 and the guy would give 100, or the girl would be 50, the guy would be 50. So that's how give and take relationship works. But again, you do not oblige your partner to help you and support you in any way, because part of love is giving support genuinely.
If your boyfriend is a foreigner, will your family expect financial support?
Oh no, definitely not. We are not the kind of people who wants to oblige or expect anything from anyone, because I am a Filipino who knows how to work. But again, if that's the way of a guy to show how much he loves me, if that's his love language, then I am not going to argue about it or anything. I'd be thankful about it if that's his way of showing me love. But if that's his way to manipulate me or something like that, then no thanks. I can work. But I'd still appreciate it if it's genuine.
What kind of job do you want your future boyfriend to have?
I don't actually think that there's a specific job, as long as he knows how to work hard about it. But I think, yeah, there's a lot of jobs that I want him to have, something like a profession. I want him to be a businessman. I want a doctor, but I think doctors are too busy. they can, so yeah, maybe a doctor or an engineer. I don't know. Any profession will do, as long as he has a great character.
How much do you think is an ideal salary for your future husband?
Ooh, ideal salary for my future husband. It depends on how many kids we plan to have or the lifestyle that he wants, the lifestyle that I want. Maybe around 60 to 70K here in the Philippines, or maybe 50. Let's drop it to 50 to 70,000 pesos.
How about 3 children?
For 3 children, I think that's 70 to 80,000 pesos, considering that we need to send them to school. So yeah, that's 70 to 80,000 pesos for 3 children here in the Philippines.
Have you ever had a secret relationship that your parents didn't know about?
Oh no, because I am a very genuine person. I'm a very honest person, so I never lie to my parents. So if there's any guy that I know I'm already starting to fall in love with, I automatically I automatically introduce that person to my parents. So I want them to be friends with my parents. Of course, I want them to be a part of my family. I want to show them my family so that the guy can decide if they still want to be a part of my life or not.
When did you have first boyfriend?
Oh, my first boyfriend was when I was like 17 years old. Yeah, I only had one boyfriend and then my husband. So there were two men in my life.
What is the happiest memory from your childhood?
From my childhood, the happiest memory I had. I had a tough childhood. I had abandonment issues because my dad used to cheat a lot, like a lot. I grew up with those traumatic experiences. That's why I have trust issues. But yeah, maybe the happiest memory that I have is when the first time that we all went to a beach together. Yeah, that was like once. That just happened once. So that was maybe the happiest memory that I have when we all went to the beach together.
So do you still have negative feeling to your father or already
No.
you forgive?
I already forgave him. I accepted that he was really like that, and he's already. My parents are already separated, so yeah, I allow them to just enjoy their separate lives, and I don't hold grudges.
So sometimes do you communicate with your father?
Yeah, I do. I have constant communication with my dad, and I still respect and love him, regardless of what he did as a man.
If you had one free wish, what would you wish for?
Oh, if I want to have one free wish, I would wish for immortality for my whole family. I love life. I want to experience a lot of things in life. I want to love and be loved, and I want to spend it with my friends and my family, create a lot of beautiful memories. And doing that, you need like a lifetime, like immortality to enjoy it. But that's impossible, right?
What is something about daily life in the Philippines that foreigners would find surprising?
I think part of the daily life of Filipinos that foreigners would find surprising is how we tend to be spontaneous. So when I say spontaneous, it's like doing something in a day that is out of the ordinary. Like for example, you already have a fixed routine for that day, but suddenly we have this idea where we want to, let's try to do this, let's go on this kind of trip, let's go on a road trip and stuff like that. So yeah, we tend to do that as Filipinos. So yeah, even if it's super late at night, when we actually suddenly want to like grab a drink or go somewhere, eat balot, foreigners would be surprised about that.
Before we finish, can you make a cute pose for the viewers?
Oh, a cute pose. Okay. Should it really be cute? Was that cute enough?
Thank you.